Once upon a time in the rolling green hills of Buttercup Valley, there lived a gentle cow named Daisy. Daisy was the distinctive black with white markings with eyes as soft as morning dew. She loved nothing more than grazing lazily in the meadow, soaking in the warmth of the sun and munching on sweet grass. However, life wasn't as idyllic for Daisy as it seemed. You see, in the same meadow, there were other cows, but they weren't as friendly as Daisy. They were led by Bessie, a big, bossy cow with a nasty disposition. Bessie and her gang would often make fun of Daisy, calling her names like Butterball and Slowpoke. Day after day, Daisy endured the taunts and teasing, feeling sadder and smaller with each passing moment. She would try to hide behind the bushes or pretend not to hear, but the hurtful words always found their way to her sensitive ears. One particularly gloomy morning, as Daisy was grazing near the brook, Bessie and her gang approached her with smirks on their faces.
Well, if it isn't Butterball, what are you doing here, Daisy? Can't you find your way back to the barn?
The other cows snickered, and Daisy felt her heart sink. But then, something inside her stirred. She lifted her head high and looked Bessie in the eye.
I may be called Butterball, but at least I'm not mean like you, Bessie.
Daisy said, surprising herself with her boldness. Bessie's eyes widened in shock, and for a moment, there was silence in the meadow. Then, the other cows started murmuring amongst themselves, and Bessie's face turned red with anger.
How dare you speak to me like that, Daisy? You'll regret this.
But Daisy stood her ground, her confidence growing with each passing second. She realized that she didn't have to let Bessie and her gang dictate how she felt about herself. She was strong, kind, and beautiful in her own way. From that day on, whenever Bessie or her gang tried to bully Daisy, she didn't cower or run away. Instead, she faced them head-on, with courage and grace. And little by little, the other cows in the meadow began to admire Daisy for her bravery.